Hey, Big Daz here, what's going on? Anyway, had somebody messages saying, oh, you're putting the worm on the hook wrong. I need to come and show you how to do it and all this sort of rubbish. Anyway, now the hook's that big, right? And the worm's that big. Now I've got to thread, what they said, I need to thread the whole worm up the hook so it doesn't hang off it, up through its belly and that. I'm thinking if I do that, it's going to have probably that much overhang on the end of it. Then they'll go, and they said about, so makes the worm more natural looking on the bottom, it moves around. I'm thinking, well, I'm sticking the hook straight through its gut so it's following it up. It's not going to move around because it's got a hook up its guts and all the way through it. So it's going to stay the same shape as your hook, like, you know. But then I'm thinking, well, it's going to have another, say the hook's 5 centimetres and the worm's 10. So you're going to have 10 centimetres hanging off the end of it where the fish is going to suck on it and bite the end off it anyway. So what I try to do with these big worms we get, they are big. They're actually a big worm. A little bit too big, but it is what it is. So you wheel it on much as you can go on, so it still moves around a bit, but it hasn't got the overhang on the bottom. That's the way I try to do it, but apparently that's not right. You got to do it this way and this way, this way and this way. It just, yeah. But I've never seen that person fishing, but they're an expert at it. But it just is what it is, I suppose. But yeah. So if you can put a 10 centimetre worm on a 5 centimetre hook and thread it all the way up its gut so there's no worm hanging off the hook, you're doing a hell of a job. I suppose I can cut the worm in half and hopefully the next bit I go to use on it's still alive. But the worms are huge, the worms are big worms. They are, so I just thread it on much as I can get it on there. Get all the worm on there. It still wiggles around, still does this. It's just the fish ain't feeding on it properly. They're sucking on the worm. Otherwise they'd be taking a hook with it. That's the thing. So yeah.